Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I want to take a quick look at the Baofeng UV-5R Mini. This is a neat little radio that is miniaturized and I really like it. It's really cool just to throw it in a hiking bag or something small to take with you, and I'm going to do a general overview of it today. It is 5 watts of power. I have tested it. We'll test it on screen for you today. It is a dual band radio. So it is 70 centimeter and it is 2 meter. As always with all my radios though, I put all the GMRS channels in them shown here. I really don't want to hear about how it's illegal. I just do not care. One of the first things I noticed about this radio was the quality of it. This is a much higher quality radio than you would typically see with a UV-5R or some other Baofeng radios. They definitely took some time to make this nice. The battery pops off at the bottom here, and it is 11 watt hours or 1600 milliamp hours. It's got some rubber gasketing here for a little bit of waterproofing, but I wouldn't submerge this. Gives you the voltage when you turn it on. It does have a light that is pretty bright. I always like seeing that. The strobe mode is always annoying, and I do not understand why any radio has a strobe mode. It does have an FM radio, which is nice. There's nothing on it right now. Let's go ahead and do a power test with it. Just do it on GMRS 20. Let's see what we get. We are getting over 5 watts. We are getting 5.16 watts of power out of it. All right, let's throw this thing in the frequency mode. Let's do a power test on 2 meter. And we are getting a little less. 4.97 is what it looks like that is. Yep, 4.94. So you're getting a little less power on VHF. I did do some testing with this antenna just to see the SWR on the 70 centimeter band, and I was getting 1.59. And on the VHF, I was getting 1.52. So the bands that it operates on works okay with this tiny little antenna. And that is going to be the limiting factor with a radio like this. Just that antenna. But if you put a bigger antenna on it to get better range and better performance, you are going to be taking away from its small size. I did do some range testing with this. And I have a home repeater here that sits on a more than 30-foot antenna. I was able to stand in the woods about 6 miles away from my house, and I hit my repeater just fine. One thing about this radio, and this doesn't really have to do with the radio, but the small antenna that comes with this radio. Now, again, you can always screw a better antenna on, but I hit some of the 2 meter repeaters in my area, and I was unable to hold some of them. I got some reports back from some of the other hams that were on the repeater saying I wasn't holding the repeater, meaning I was cutting in and out on 2 meter. The 2 meter repeater in my area is about the same distance away as that UHF repeater that is at my home. It's about 6 miles away, and I couldn't really hold it. But for using with GMRS or the 70 centimeter ham, this thing is going to be awesome to go back and forth on through the repeaters. And if you and your buddies just want to use it in the woods, now this is never going to perform quite like maybe a UV-25 or the K5 pluses that we sell on our website on simplex performance, meaning radio to radio, simply because we have half the power and we have a limited antenna. But still, really cool to throw in a bag if you need something with you. It doesn't take up much room. Your wife could even throw one of these in her purse or something, and it wouldn't take up much space. That's really the point of this thing. The menus in here are a condensed, more organized version. Well, I don't want to say condensed. It's more organized, where you can mess with the transmit power, the frequency you're on, your tones are all going to be in here. It looks like there's some sort of encryption in here. I've turned that on and off. I can't figure out what that is. It is not a voice scrambler, and I'm not really sure how to use that. And then at the top, radio set. This is going to be all your basic stuff like tuning step for scanning, the squelch, power save, Vox, which you never ever want to turn on, timeout timers, all the regular stuff you're going to see. So the menu is nice and organized, and it can get you through to what you're looking for a little bit quicker than a traditional radio that has been out, that Baofeng always releases, where all of the settings are just in one big menu, listed 1 to 55 or whatever it is. You can also use the wireless CPS to program this radio. This is also already in CHIRP. That is my favorite way to do radios, in CHIRP. But if you ever just wanted to add like a single repeater that maybe is new to your area or something, this would be kind of cool just to connect up if you don't feel like getting your computer running and connecting your programming cable. For whatever reason, if you didn't want to do that, you can connect it to your phone and mess with the settings inside. This takes a second to download because it's like transferring the data to your phone so you can see it all. But once it's in there, I can see all the data, all my frequencies, and everything that I've input into here. Trying to get that on camera. Probably doesn't look the best, but I assure you it's all in there, and we can add or modify this configuration within the phone, and it updates to the radio. This does have an A-B transmit, so that's kind of cool. When you hit B, obviously it's going to transmit on B, the B channel in the radio, and when you hit A, it's going to jump right up to A, which is GMRS 15. That's the 2 I have on this right now. So super cool. So this is a nice new radio. I think it's worth checking out. I ordered a 2-pack of these, and I believe it was $50 on Amazon and delivered to me the next day. I hope you enjoyed the review. This is a radio that I really thought was cool and worth a little review for you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.